You know those videos where people buy everything that is advertised to them on like Instagram or Facebook? I can't afford to do one of those videos. But what I did do is buy one of the things that was advertised to me. I got the Revel nail dip powder starter kit. I also got the toolkit, and it came with this little baggie that says Revel nail, join the revolution. So whenever I do a nail video, I like to point out that I am not a professional and I don't always use like the extra stuff. Like a lot of people in my videos will tell me I need primers and blah 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 blah. But I like to do things as if I am a regular person who just wants to try out doing my nails at home, just like somebody watching this for a tutorial, and see how it goes. Although I do have some extra things, some nail files that I got at Sally Beauty Supply, and I have some nail tips that I bought off of eBay a very long time ago. You can find nail tips all over eBay for super cheap. You just literally just search nail tips and put it low to high and you'll find all kinds. Today I got these black tips because I just really want to have some black nails right now. The starter kit comes with 4 bottles and 1 tub of actual powder. I don't remember which of my powders came in the actual kit itself. I want to assume it's the small one. And then I got an extra one of a black color. I didn't order a bigger size. I don't know why I got a bigger one, but I'm not going to complain. The bottles that come in the kit is step 1, the Pro Base, and then the Activator, which is step 2, and then step 3, the Finish Gel. For the gel thinner, in the little pamphlet that comes in the pack, it says you should use the gel thinner after every single manicure in both your Pro Base and Finish Gel. So you put the gel thinner into your Pro Base and your Finish Gel to keep them from starting to activate inside their bottles, I guess. And then what comes in the little starter kit, which I think is what the bag actually came from, they give you, I forget what this is actually called, but it pushes back your cuticles. They give you 2 nail files. I'm assuming one is a 180 grit and one is a different one, or they're both 180 grit. I can't tell. There's fuzz on all of these. A brush for brushing off the dust and a buffing block. For my powders, I got the color D7 Barbara, which on the website, the reviews, people were saying that this is like the blackest black. At least that's what I saw. And then I also got a clear, which is D75 Vivian. And I'm just going to use this to cap the nails. I've also written down some instructions. I have the instructions from the kit itself, which I am going to be following, but just I'm going to be adding in some stuff and kind of explaining some things a little better than they do, just so that it's easier to follow. Start with prepping your nails. Number 1, clean your hands and then trim and file your nails. Again, if you're not going to wear tips, just trim and file your nails to whatever shape you want them to be. Push back your cuticles. Buff the shine from the natural nails. Clean your hands again and wipe with a acetone nail polish remover. Step 2 of prep is to add nail tips. You can skip this if you're not going to add tips. Select your nails, add glue to the well area of the nail tips, apply the tips, and then trim and shape them just like you would a natural nail, and then do the same thing, buff out the shine. And also carefully, very carefully, buff out the ridge that is there between your natural nail and the nail tip so that when you apply the acrylic powder, it will go on smoothly. And then clean off all of the dust from your hands, but this time if you have tips, don't use an acetone remover, use a non-acetone so you don't remove the tips. And now on to application, 1 nail at a time. Step 1, apply the Pro Base all over the nail. Dip the nail into the powder. After each nail has been dipped, carefully wipe off the excess dust with a nail brush or a soft bristle brush. Step 4, repeat 1 and 2 again. You can do this 2 to 3 times. I am going to dip into the color twice. And then moving on to activating and shaping the nail. Step 1, apply a generous amount of activator on all of the fingers. Be sure to cap the edges, let it dry for 2 minutes. Step 2, file and shape the nails with a 180 grit file. Buff out the nail surface. Rinse off the dust and use a bristle brush if you have one to make sure you really get all of the dust off. And then on to the last part of the process, which is to finish them. Apply a second coat of the activator, wait 1 minute. Then wipe the nail surface clean with a paper towel. If you have a lint-free like cotton pad, that would be the best. I don't have any, but wipe them off. Step 2, apply a quick layer of the finished gel. You don't have to be perfect on this coat. Just get it on there. Just get the finished gel on there. And then let it sit for 1 minute. Wipe off your brush in between each nail. Make sure you do that so that your brush doesn't get all crusty. Step 3, apply another coat of finished gel. This coat should be more precise. Make sure you get all the way to the cuticle and around and cap the edges. Coat the entire nail, but do not overbrush it, otherwise you could get streaks in it. And then the final step, add some cuticle oil or moisturizer, and you're done. Now I feel like I can't get situated in my chair. Okay, nails are done, and my first impression is I like it. Much, much better than the, not the first dip kit that I tried. No, maybe it was the first one that I tried. I think I've tried 3 now so far. Yeah, better than the other kits I've tried. I did mess up a bit. I don't do my nails that often, and I'm a bit out of practice. So on my right hand, because it's, I can't work with my left hand, some of the nails, I don't know if you can even see it. I accidentally touched this one before the gel dried, but it's only 1 finger, so it doesn't bother me. It actually looks like there's something in it. On the thumb on my right hand, I accidentally touched my hair. That wasn't fun, but it was only on the first layer of the gel, so the second layer kind of covered it all up. And I accidentally touched this thumb before the gel was dry. So make sure, it says to wait 2 minutes after you put the final layer of the gel on, but, oh, hello, Bofer. You want to say hi? You have to say hi. You can't just pop up and then not say hi. Hello. So make sure, I would wait longer than 2 minutes. It says to wait 2 minutes. I would wait 5 minutes. I ended up turning on a show on Netflix and eating a slice of pizza with a fork so that I would be 100% sure that they were nice and set, the gel. As with all gel kits, I find it easier to apply than regular acrylic, but I still think I'm more of a fan of regular acrylic. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll try this again later. But yeah, I would recommend getting this. I will probably use it again. I'm probably going to order a whole bunch of colors from them as soon as I have some extra money laying around. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I did 1 nail in the clear so that you guys could see what the clear looks like. I think it got a little foggy from some of the black powder, but just if you wanted to see what the clear looks like. And make sure you subscribe and stay tuned because I will be doing an updated review. I didn't used to do this on my other nail kits, but people always ask how long they last. So besides this first impression review, I'm going to do an updated review once, I need to take them off or they come off. We shall see. So, Bofer, was that all we needed to say, little man? Oh, Snugglebug? Oh, you're so sweet. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Hopefully I made sense. And we will see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Here, be the model for our nails. Yeah, there you go. Good job. Okay, this hand. This hand. You helping? You helping them? Good boy. There's cat hair all over it when I'm trying to do this. Oh, still some cat hair. Okay. We can do this, Bofer. We can do this without the cat hair.